Hi folks, back again. Yep, I think I'm finally just about organized. I had mentioned this before to you about, trying to figure out how to organize things so when you need something, you'll know where it is. As I've most likely mentioned several times, I think I've been to Walmart almost every single day and buying these boxes that you can see are everywhere here. But anyway, this is that rack I mentioned one other time that is over the sink, of course, and it gives you, in essence, two shelves instead of one. Now these little guys here, the suction cup guys, I got these, well, everything's at Walmart, and these look pretty neat because, let me put the macro thing on here. That's like a plunger thing. This little hook thing is like a plunger thing, and it compresses it, so to speak. And it looks real good and sounds real good. The only problem is, frankly, it doesn't work. They've fallen off a couple of times, and if you put any amount of pressure on them, I'm just hoping for some kind of miracle or something that they'll now continue to work. But the neat thing about them, of course, is you can move them wherever you want them if you decide you would like it somewhere else. Oh, another thought. In fact, my brother mentioned it to me when I was complaining about lack of preparation room or what have you in the kitchen. You notice I don't have a sink cover, and what I have at home is I have a pretty nice bamboo cutting board that I'm going to have rigged up somehow, which should just about fit perfectly in here. And of course, if you have the sink cover on, that gives you more room to put your junk you're messing with for your meals. So that'll help quite a bit. And I'll show you this again. This is, of course, is the microwave place. And as I said, I'm pretty sure if you get the microwave option, you don't have the shelf. I don't think the shelf flips down. And here again, another box, and I've showed you this one before. And the computer will fit on top of that box. I could just throw it on the bed when I'm towing, but I don't know, I'd rather put it up there. And more boxes. Almost everything's in a box. Not everything, but almost everything is in a box. More boxes. More boxes. Oh, I did come up with a new complaint. Another complaint number 2. And that's the daggone shower gizmo in the sink. When you pull that thing up to make it come out of the shower head, boy, that is most likely pretty flimsy and most likely pretty cheap. And it is a pain in the butt. The old Nook, color Nook. So you can bring thousands of books with you without bringing the actual books. So anyway, where was I? Now underneath the bed, boy, I've got tons, you can't see it, but I've got tons of stuff under there. I've got 2 long, really long plastic boxes. They're about 6 inches deep. One of them is stuffed with underwear and socks, and one of them is stuffed with well, not stuffed, actually. It's, extra jeans and some folded sweaters and things like that. For dirty clothes, you see this little plastic bag down there. I just throw them in the plastic bag, and when the bag gets full, I throw it in the car. Underneath the furnace there is where I have all the, what do you call it, pots and pans and things like that. And just trash cans, behind that one. Let me see what's in here. I've got these 3 little separator gizmos and minor tools here. And this is the silverware place here, and this is like a miscellaneous place over in here, for whatever that's worth. Let's see what else. Down there I have far too many pairs of shoes. I have 3. I think I'm gonna just of course, I have plenty. It's amazing how much room I have now. I mean, I have tons of room. You know, like not every little space is filled. I've got plenty of room, well, more room, you know, back to the right of those boxes. And so the room's actually working out pretty well. The oh, I bought this little thing. It was a buck, $2, and I've got my camera bag hanging. Let me see here, and the computer bag. I didn't have a computer bag until I went on this trip. And if you're going to be going in and out of McDonald's all the time, it'd be nice to have a bag so you don't have to, you know, haul the, you know, all the, you know, hold the computer and worrying about dropping it and all that kind of stuff. Now this is what, there's another one of those little stick-on things, and also I bought a little stainless steel or wire soap dish or whatever you call it. But this is what you've got to get, and that's this, I think it's called Dry Deck or whatever. And this was painless, and if I can put this thing in and make it look that neat, anyone can do it, believe me. But that'll really help. And they also, not only does it keep, you know, the water off your feet and all that, that thing is really slippery if you don't have this when you take a shower. You know, all the soap goes down the bottom there. And it does have some anti-skid strips down there, but believe me, they aren't going to do the job. Now, over here was normally the messiest part of everything. In other words, I had like 1,000 pens and pencils and pieces of paper and all kinds of other crap all over this table. And what I've done is, yes, here's my drink from good old KFC for the $5 buffet today. But I have another box and all my junk's in there. You know, like a dictionary, pens and pencils and stapler and, you know, all that kind of stuff is in there. So it's not so junked up looking around here. And of course, you know, when it's time to go, I just take the box and, you know, stow it somewhere, and that's about it. Okay, I'm almost finished. There are a lot of folks who talk about, let me see, converting to I think LEDs, and this is a little LED gizmo I bought. Let me see. I don't even know how much it was. It wasn't much. It was a couple of bucks or something. I don't even know. But it also, let me see here. You see, like you could hang it to the wall, and you can rotate it, and you can flip the little light part out. And I haven't decided exactly where I'm going to put it. I basically sleep over here and read, of course, before I go to bed. And I was thinking that, you know, like the Cracker Barrel stays, not that I had any problem when I stayed that one night, but, you know, this might help if you have a couple of these things in here that might cost you a total of $10. Anyway, folks, I'm just about finished. Sorry about that. The battery just quit on me. I think the last thing I was saying is, you know, if you have a couple of these little lights like this, I think these are going to actually be bright enough, you know, to use to read by. That was my main concern. And, you know, that'll save you using the 12-volt system and using the battery. And I guess that's really about it. I feel a heck of a lot better. Boy, I had junk stacked everywhere. I mean, this seat or whatever you call it over here was, I mean, just stacked with stuff, you know. And I started out from home with primarily a bunch of cardboard boxes, and stuff was just everywhere. Nothing was organized when I put it in the boxes. I had good intentions to have everything organized before I left home, but I sort of ran out of time and ended up just, you know, just jamming it, you know, in the boxes. So anyway, I guess that's about it. But things are shaping up, and you know, it's nice to be able to walk in here and not have stuff just stacked and jammed everywhere. But I guess that's the end of the story for the evening. Hope you guys are doing well, and as Pat Condell would say, peace, ladies and gentlemen, peace.